these symptoms underneath.
What about intimidation? What role does intimidation play in
Oh,
the
God.
coercive control dynamic?
And intimidation is one of the huge factors that we see in coercive control. Again, the goal is to get your partner to do what you want them to do. And if you've established that you can use
I don't want them
violence
to
and
do what I
other
don't want
sexual
them to
violence
do.
and physical violence, slamming your hand on a table, throwing a glass, breaking a door, throwing anything, causing a fit, yelling and screaming, that can rise the fear level in a victim that she may modify.
This is what they
her
have to do
behavior,
based on
and
what
he
they
may
have.
not need to use physical violence because he's already established.
Because there is no physical or sexual violence.
What, if any, role could writing obscene messages play in being considered
With the blood from
intimidating
his
behavior?
severed finger.
That would-
Objection leading.
I said, what, if any, Your Honor?
Overruled.
What if any?
I mean, certainly
Does-
writing obscene messages to your partner could absolutely be an intimidating.
What if any is
behavior.
more leading than
What,
just
if any, role does emotional abuse or degradation play in the dynamics?
So emotional abuse and degradation, as I stated before, functions to decrease your sense of self-worth. It decreases your sense of agency. It makes you feel bad about yourself. And when you feel bad about yourself, you're less likely to actualize and see options for leaving. You're so sort of mired in this dynamic of abuse that
Bonnie saw plenty of options for leaving.
sometimes to believe the bad things that the person is telling you about. So, maybe I am not talented and fat and lazy and stupid, and it interferes
washed up.
with that ability to problem solve and figure out, can I get out of this relationship? And sometimes you feel you don't even deserve to get out of the relationship when the abuse is so chronic and so repetitive.
What role does surveillance as a means of control
What
play
role
in
does
that dynamic?
defecation play?
So
in coercive
surveillance-
Objection
control
leading.
relationships?
They should ask all the stuff that shows that Amber actually does all of this.
Surveillance
Yep.
functions to let the victim know wherever you are, there I am. So it makes
Kind of
her
like secretly
feel,
recording.
not secure in her movement, feeling that she has to
Her,
restrict
always her,
movement.
and she
movement is
specializes
not
with
hers
females.
alone.
Yep.
It usually increases hypervigilance. It increases fear. It increases the need for yourself to mark where you've been and what you've done so that you can go back and prove it to your partner because you know that there is going to be an interrogation later. When this pattern has been established, show receipts, show me your iPhone. Where were you? What's your Google location at? Those are some types of surveillance behaviors that puts the victim very much on edge and increases that level of anxiety and trepidation.
What role does possessive jealousy play in these relationships?
So
Yeah.
possessive
Have you ever
jealousy
found
is
a
a
man to
very
be a victim of
difficult
intimate
dynamic
partner
in
violence?
intimate partner
How many
violence.
times?
It's very common.
So that
in
throws out your
situations
whole
of
weight
coercive
threshold
control.
argument then,
It's
right?
rooted
Doc?
in
Yeah.
possession.